what a great day for a live studio audience.
Yep.
That joke cracks me up because it's just the three of us.
Just the three of us.
But in my mind, there's just rafters of people.
Yeah.
It's like mega church vibe.
Yeah, it does. Every time before we press record, it does feel like I'm like on a news anchor kind of,
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for like the news anchor intro. But
Do you have your news anchor voice down?
I don't.
No.
I'm gonna work on it though.
Yeah.
I might start.
I will do test runs of like.
Yeah. Bring my
we just
cue
read
cards.
headlines.
Yeah.
Well, how's your week going?
Week going or week gone?
How's your week gone? I guess.
I guess a week is still
Well, I
going.
guess you're constantly moving through a week. But I guess how has your
It was
week
a good
gone?
week. It was a good week. I got a promotion at work. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Woohoo.
So that's a highlight. And then I also worked alone all week, which is also very nice to get away from other people's voices. But
is that part of your promotion too?
Actually, no, it's the complete opposite. I'm actually gonna have to be doing more work with people, but I think that was like a little break for me.
Yeah.
But how about you?
Good. We finished up a side project here.
Nice.
That was kind of overwhelming and large.
Look at the maze of paperwork.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
And then it's just been back to the normal groove of things. So.
Love grooving.
Outside of that, I've been cooking at home every day, and then I've been back at the gym. So
this is a whole new Dylan, y'all.
Yep, I'm trying to like live the life that I want to live.
Yeah.
While like trying to grow towards where I want to be.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah, they say like you should like if you have a goal or something, like you need to just start living like that goal has happened. Like what do you do to complete it and like
I've heard something like that.
Yep. So testing that shit out and it rocks, honestly, because it kind of like helps.
Dude, I love the gym.
Yeah.
I've been going more lately. I'm sure you could tell.
Yeah.
But it feels good. I mean, getting there, honestly, no. I have to pack a bag and leave it in my car. So I don't have the excuse to go home and get my stuff because I go home, I'm sitting my ass down. But that's good.
I feel like there is kind of like a mental hump.
Yeah.
To like.
And I recently switched gyms. I don't know what gym you go to, and I'm not gonna ask you, but I just don't.
I don't want to know your gym either.
You could have stalkers, you know. You could have stalkers, and I'm looking out for you.
Okay.
My gym is cool though. Like it's like. My thing is I go after work, so if I go after work and it's packed, like I'm going home. Like I'm not waiting like 30 minutes for a machine, you know? So my new gym is cool though. It's
I just kind of make laps and like we'll work on other things if someone's at the.
Yeah, but I can't. I don't like waiting.
You know, well, I'm not waiting. I'm doing something else in the meantime.
What do you mean do laps?
Not like I'll do like like let's say like I was doing like chest and abs, and there's this like ab machine that I really like where you just like spin and like.
I know exactly what you're talking
about. And like there were these people who were there.
Was it two people on one machine?
It was two people, and they were like switching off.
You guys are the worst.
And like they were there for like 30 minutes, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna do all my other routine, and sometimes like I like to just finish and try to do like under like 15 minutes on the elliptical and see how far I can go. And then I was like, okay, if I do this 15 minutes and they are still like occupied, then I will go. It was just funny because the last time I was there was something happened in the parking lot. But yeah. And then they left by the time I was finished. So I was like, perfect timing. It worked out.
Okay. Well, you have more patience than me.
I just I come up behind them and I'm just waiting.
You get as close to them as possible.
They immediately leave. I like spray.
And you do this. You just do this.
Please. My feet are like this.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, today's gonna be a little bit more chillaxed. I feel like that was a big word growing up.
Chillaxed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, for me, I guess. I don't know. Your childhood is
Oh, you mean
different.
like? Oh, you meant like it was popular.
Yeah.
They meant big. Like it was a big word. I was like,
Oh,
oh,
I
okay.
mean, is that like
A
6,
third
7?
grader might be big. No, I'm joking. Chillax.
Yep.
Cool Beans is another one.
Yes. So I picked out some videos that you have not seen. I mean,
I-
you've maybe
I've seen this guy. I
guy.
haven't
You
seen-
probably have seen the next guy too.
Okay.
And then you for sure know my bonus one. I don't know if Calvin's gonna put it in there, but these are
going?
quick, so I don't know.
Okay, I got you. All right, let's start it off.
Okay.
Wait, this is weird.
What is?
Well, their bill is $54. They wrote in $6 for the tip, but they totaled to 70.
So their math is wrong. They should have totaled to 60.
Right, so I'll put 60 into the computer.
I mean, they totaled it to 70.
Oh, so like maybe they meant to tip 16?
I mean, who knows? Like, we can't read these people's minds. I always go with the totals. Show Nicole.
What? That's a $16 tip.
So go with the total?
Go with whatever's better for you. Let me see. It's server math. You go with whatever's greater, the tip or the total. Well, it's obvious they meant to tip 6. You can't just add money to your tip because their math is bad.
Yeah, but you're assuming they didn't write the 1 in front of the 6, like really lightly. I don't see a 1 at all.
Oh, now you're a forensic scientist? Like, these people have already spent $70 tonight in their minds. Why confuse them when they get their bank statement?
The customer's always right.
But you would change the total if the math was not in your favor?
Yes, because then if they call to complain, we can show them what they wrote for the tip and it's legit.
Oh, okay.
You guys are all going to prison. Do you claim all your cash tips? That's different.
Yeah. Wait,
Yeah. So you worked somewhere in the restaurant.
The
industry?
closest thing to the restaurant industry like that was probably I was a busboy at this hotel. But I've worked in the food industry, but I never got tipped,
Yeah.
which
But you probably know servers like
oh, I interact with servers all the time.
all the time.
Yeah.
Um.
I'm also terrible at like simple math.
Oh yeah.
And I always do fuck up the tip. Like I do.
like when you're writing.
Like when I'm
it?
writing the tip, I'll be like, no, I'll write the tip and then like I'll fuck up the total.
Mm.
So I'll scratch it out, but I scratch it out like multiple times and just like I hope they know what I mean. Yeah.
I was a server. We definitely had sometimes like that.
That situation?
Yeah, all the time. But I feel like they totaled it. But so that's all. I probably would have done the same thing.
Yeah.
Take the total that they wrote.
would
I think
too.
it was case by case. Like
I feel like 6 and 16 is not that big of a it's it's not like it was like $160 tip
yeah.
type thing.
Yeah. Now, sometimes they wouldn't write the total. And so
They would
then
just add the tip?
they would just add the tip. So then we would have to total it. And in that case, I would only go by what they wrote.
Yeah.
'Cause,
Okay.
You know.
Question.
Yes.
Did you enjoy notes on your receipts?
If they're nice, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All the time.
Sweet.
There was this one time, I was kind of having like the restaurant that I worked at was very chaotic all the time. Like I feel like everyone's emotions. Maybe that's every single restaurant, but like I felt like this was like a weird hot spot for energy.
Mhm.
Like and so I was kind of having a night where it was like everything is
much.
chaotic. But then I got this mother and son, and it was his birthday. And I was
Nice.
like, you know what?
You're like,
All
"Fuck."
this bullshit doesn't matter for these two. What you want? Happy birthday! Like this
Yeah.
is what a great day. Honestly, I do love birthdays because I'm like, what a
Yeah.
great way to celebrate your time on Earth.
Yeah.
And then they both wrote me like I don't know why. I think like he paid for something and she paid for most of the meal and he paid for like a drink or something.
Mhm.
And they both wrote me like a little note. Like she was like, "Thank you so much." She spelled my name wrong, but that's okay. It's a Dylan. They
Yeah.
did a version of Dylan.
Yeah.
But she was like, "Thank you so much for like making my son's birthday so special." And like I have a picture of it on my phone and it comes up and I'm like, "Oh."
Yeah. See, guys, that's what it's all about, man.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
Now, we also had a lot of particular crusty patrons.
Say
we'll just
crusty?
say. Crusty, yeah. Where they would be like, everything I order
Has to be pristine.
that, But also, like, you ordered fried shrimp, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I'm so sorry I didn't give you 4 things of tartar sauce out the gate. I didn't know you were gonna house them like
You
that.
should have known.
Okay? Because I think they like get 2 already, and then I brought him an extra one, and then whatever, and then he was just like unbelievable slow service. I was like,
You're like, dude.
you were like my second table. What do you mean slow? I'm sorry I wasn't like, do you need more tea, sir?
Yeah.
Because you're also housing. That was also a big thing. It's like people would just like slurp their drinks as soon as they get them, and I'm like, okay, you know what? I see you.
Yeah.
Here's 2, and then
Yeah,
they would be
yeah.
like mad that they got 2. I was like, you're gonna drink it.
Yeah.
So next one. Well, also I'll just say like server math kind of also spun off the next video, but this one relates back to our little
Oh,
our
couch,
gambling episode.
which I've been getting a lot of ads of.
Yeah.
No, what we need is to be able to rope in new customers, reactivate ones that have gone quiet, and direct everybody towards more profitable types of gambling for us. So any ideas? Vouchers? What's that? We call them bonus bets, but they're really just vouchers. We keep the stake, they keep the winnings, and we calculate who to use them on and when. Right, so we take a hit if they win? Yeah, but it's just a customer acquisition cost. Okay, so we throw these bonus bets, love the name by the way, at first time users, those who've gone dormant, and we offer them on higher margin bets like same game multis and parlays. Exactly, got it, love it. Who are we offering this stuff to? Men under 35. Sports betting with those guys is up more than 60% in the last 7 years. It's an absolute gravy train. We just need market share. Are these guys addicted to gambling? What are the ethics with these vouchers? Mate, we're talking business here. But gambling losses in this country are some of the highest in the world. What are you guys talking about? Nothing. Nothing. Okay then. You need to stop talking about addiction. This stuff is supposed to be fun. I know. Now go pay for some marketing. Make it funny. Jesus Christ. Are they addicted? Why do you keep inviting him to these meetings?
He does a lot of kind of like skit videos about like how like things work in kind of business related
Is
things.
he more okay? He's like a business guy.
Yeah.
Chris Kohler?
Kohler? Yeah.
Chris Kohler.
I think he's Australian.
Sounds Australian.
Yeah.
That's cool.
But I was just like, that's kind of funny because we were just like, there's so many regulations with those apps. And like, I just saw something where they're like, they barely like attend to those regulations as is. Like, they have very limited space to work within in the sense of like, they have free range of like legal stuff. And so they have like a small set of things that they have to abide by to like be regulated. And then they don't fucking do that shit.
No. Yeah. I got a bunch of after that Kalshi episode we did, I got so many ads for it.
Yeah.
It was just like okay.
I feel like for some reason I kept getting like DraftKings and Kalshi like things fed to me.
It's crazy. I think it's pretty crazy.
Why do y'all think the demographic of males, what did they say?
Under 35.
Under 35. Why do you think that is their strongest demographic? And what changes have you all seen in real world that may be different or could be attributing to these men using that money, most of their money for gambling?
I feel like hustle culture is a very like male dominated like topic like way back. Now it's just like overly
they're like
played, but
you should be making money at all hours of the day.
Yeah.
I also think like they've been kind of marketing the like younger generations by like making it more of like a game and kind of like like changing the mindset of like it's not gambling. You're like
You're playing games.
guessing.
Yeah.
You're literally playing Candy Crush. Like, wouldn't you rather get money if you played?
Yeah. I also feel like young men are very when you get money involved or like promises of large amounts of money, that's where a lot of young men tend to like
They'd
get taken
rather risk
advantage
it.
of. Yeah. You know.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man.
don't
Well,
know.
what is so? There's a correlation that I was kind of getting at there. Usually, men under the age of 35 spend a lot of money, especially single men under the age of 35 spend a lot of money trying to impress women.
Yeah.
But then we've also seen that there's been a severe decline in the number of men in the dating scene overall. Do you
Yeah.
think there's some correlation there? Do you think that men are dating less because they're spending more money on gambling? Or do you think that they're spending more money on gambling because dating no longer seems
Dude.
feasible to them?
I feel like it's more about the second because there's like everyone keeps talking
They're
about
like,
the loneliness
am I gonna take a
epidemic.
risk on this young lady breaking
Yeah.
my heart, or am I gonna
And
put my money on this parlay
yeah.
and get money with the boys? I'm
Yeah.
going with the boys. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I'm going with the boys.
I feel like that sounds more
Homosexual.
no, it sounds more of like what's happening of like
Yeah, I mean,
you know.
that is a good issue. I mean, that's not a good issue. But that's a good point.
Well,
That's a good
okay.
point.
So I saw a clip, but I didn't know if it would be like beneficial to like this episode.
Mhm.
But there is this thing about Tinder is offering a $499 subscription model where you basically never run out of likes. You can see people who like even if they didn't like you, you could still match with them. Like it's basically giving them all of this like shit of like
Okay.
within their app. But guess who? It's like a limited, they're not offering it to everyone. They're only offering it to the people who are most active on the app. Who are the people that are most active on Tinder?
I don't know.
Kind of creepy loser guys.
Yeah.
Like, and so,
Not creepy loser women.
yeah.
They get to choose.
They
They're the
do.
selectors.
They can walk out into a parking lot.
That's
And, like,
Yeah.
it's a little different. And so, they're
So what
kind
you're
of
saying is, when you
cornering.
see a woman out in a parking lot, it's okay to approach her,
No.
and if she says no,
Listen to the now.
yes.
Because there's also that, like, I keep getting gym videos now, and like of like the tiny mic, they'll
Mhm.
just go up to people, and there's this guy. This is completely like pivoted off of the Tinder thing, but I was just like, that was a crazy, like, what a crazy concept that they're probably getting money out of. Like,
Yeah.
$4.99 a month is insane to me because I don't have $499
Dude,
to
and
spend.
honestly,
on
if you-
Is it
dating.
$499?
$499, almost $500 to do that. To
Not
get the
to-
unlimited likes, to see everyone, you get to travel, like get the
Look.
travel passport thing, you get like basically unfettered access. I don't know if that's right there, but unfettered access to Tinder
And that's per month.
per month.
honestly, that could buy you an escort. Just saying. Not my advice though.
Have you seen the thing in like Japan or something where you can like rent a boyfriend or a girlfriend or something and they'll just like hang
Yeah.
out with you?
We're getting into some. We'll do some more episodes about these topics.
Yeah.
I do think, yeah, that I don't know, man. Men just need something better to do. Like,
Well, I also think that
we
like
know gambling, and it was in the video. He's talking about are they addicted? Like, we know gambling can be a form of escapism. Same with relationships and like Tinder and like
no.
sex or money, whatever. It's like it's a way bigger problem that I think we can't really see. You know?
Yeah. Something's going on, like with there's
We're
been like a
fucked.
shakeup. I feel like everyone, like there's been generations who grew up on phones and like everything access, so they're kind of like, I don't need to step out of my comfort zone because I can
Yeah.
have my comfort zone on my phone. So like there's a lot of things where people are trying to like getting back out into like clubs and like not like dancing clubs, but like clubs of like pottery club
Yeah.
or like rock climbing or something, where they're trying to like get back in touch with like creating community versus just being like, I go to work, I come home, I talk to the people on my phone, I go to sleep, I go to work,
Yeah.
I come home, I talk to the people on my phone. Like, I feel like there's this disconnect where people are like, kind of like afraid to be social because you don't have the risk of like
Being
as
rejected.
much as risk as being
Yeah.
online.
I don't know, man. I love going out. And then sometimes I do like staying in. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But what do we got here?
So this kind of bounces off of the first video we watched. If there's server math, you've heard of girl math. And this tripped me up a couple of times because it's like, how is her brain working like this?
Okay.
I'm gonna put down $20. You put down $20 as well.
Okay.
I am gonna buy that from you for $30, and we're each gonna have made $10.
What?
This is easy. I put down 20, you put down 20, I give you 30, I buy it from you for $10.
You
each make-
lost money.
How?
What do you mean, how?
I know I did not.
No, I did not. And she's like baffled that she forgot that she put down the first 20.
Yeah.
So she was like, I bought it for $30. I'm like, girl.
I'd be having some moments like that. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie.
But I will say when I hear girl math, this is not really what I think about. I just thought it was kind of funny because it was like, she seems so surprised.
What's
That's actually a popular scam.
Yeah.
It's called quick changing.
Mm.
People do this all the time on convenience store clerks. They'll come in, they'll say, "Hey, all I got is this 50," and then they'll start to make change for the 50, and they say, "Oh, wait a minute, I just found this. So here, let me give you this back," and it gets so confusing back and forth that they end up walking out with like, the whatever the change was extra on top of the 50.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gets confusing really fast if you don't know how to quickly do numbers in your head.
Yeah.
I do not.
I don't either. People would do that to me whenever I used to work like a register job, and I'd be like, "What?"
Yeah.
And then they're like, "It's simple. Just give me back this." And I'm like, "Okay," and that's probably how I got robbed. Yeah.
I had a couple of register jobs where, and by a couple I mean one.
That's not the definition of a couple. But.
I know. Well, I was like technically as a server, I had a register.
Oh, yeah,
I just
you have to
wasn't
run
like
it.
manning it at all times. But I did have one job where like I was manning the register, and like people would be mad that I would have to like. I'm like, this is you. You did the change in your head, but I did it on this computer, and this is what the computer said. I'm gonna trust the computer, and not you.
And then they're like, robots are taking our jobs.
Yeah.
That's funny. But before we move on to the next one, what is like a good example of girl math?
Oh yeah.
I can't say anything about girl math because
girl math is kind of like my best example of my girl math, which I'm slowly changing. Okay, is I'll use my Cash App card, so I'll put like money on my Cash App, and I'll be like $20 for the week. That's my my little treat.
That's unrealistic.
Oh, I know, because sometimes I just add more money. But if it's on my Cash App card, it's not part of my my bank card.
Yeah.
So my Cash App card is like coffee or like, Red Bull today. And so if it's on Cash App card, it's kind of like this is my bonus money. Now sometimes I overlap and I add more money to that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be better about that's using it for its intended purposes. But girl math is basically like cost analysis of okay, well, if I spend money on this coffee and the coffee helps me through my day, then then I won't be so grouchy. And then it's worth it's like putting it in.
It's actually priceless when you think about it. So
Yeah.
really, I'm not wasting any money because
Exactly.
it's priceless.
I'm sure there's boy math, but
yeah, it's just regular math. Like the calculus and like the stuff that got us to the moon. That's boy math. Yeah.
okay. Good to know.
This is next.
This one I threw in for fun because I know you know Tim Robinson.
Yeah, is
Yeah.
this a tip?
This is a I think you should leave sketch.
And technically, it was Grow Math that got us to the.
He is not telling the truth, though.
No, there's that movie. Yeah.
Here we go.
You have to pay to be in your friend group?
Yeah, it's like a service. I was in the second tier, but then I was annoying at a party, so now I'm paying the most possible.
What did you do?
I thought it would be funny to be like a wild man in the pool.
What do you mean?
I was fighting everybody in the pool and trying to splash water in their mouths. So now I pay more.
Stuart, you should not have to pay extra for being
Oh, crap, it's one of my friends! Did he see what I was eating?
Are you in trouble because of that?
Come here right now, Stuart! Hey.
How many friend parties did you go to this week?
3.
And how many parties are you allowed to go to at your current tier?
2.
Then why, oh why, Stuart, were you at a third party?
I rented the house for the party!
Hey! We don't yell at me.
You're right.
What were you eating over there?
Nothing. It was something healthy.
Let's take a little walk, Stuart. I want to talk to your buddies.
Why does he do that face, dude? Have you seen The Cherry Company?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was. I haven't seen all of I Think You Should Leave. I will say that.
Yeah.
I'll probably.
And
I have
it
Netflix
pops
now, so
around.
I'm gonna probably start watching it.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So how does this correlate with financial literacy? You know.
Oh, well, I think if anyone is asking you to pay to be their friend, you should probably not
That's
be their
probably-
friend.
that is
That's
probably a bad
save,
investment.
Save some money off
right.
that. Also, it sounded like he was renting houses for them. So, like, you don't have to pay for your friend.
That's true.
But then on top of that, I just was like,
Yeah. Well, that's good. This is the last video because mine are kind of in the same vein.
okay,
Um,
cool.
There's another show that I thought about. I've talked to you about it. It's called Manic, and it has Jonah Hill and Emma Stone. And there's a part in that show where like his parents like are paying a woman to like try to be his girlfriend, and he like finds out, and it's just like, what the fuck, man? Yeah, it's a good show.
It's a show.
Yeah,
I'll have to watch it.
but
Yeah. Anyways, up for funsies.
yeah,
And on that, don't pay your friends. Don't pay for friendship.
yeah.
And then let us know below. Do you use girl math, server math, special math, boy math? Is it out there? Does it exist? Let us know.
I don't know.
Goodbye.